This is the Okayest Hunter podcast. Never pass on shooter bucks, because that's just meat in the freezer. It's your tag, you hunt how you want. This is Okayest Hunter.
Thank you, sir. Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the Okayest Hunter podcast. We're coming at you from the new, totally unfinished Okayest Hunter podcast studio. We're breaking this thing in. We're cheersing some drop tine spirits here. It's for those of you who don't know, it's Deer Camp in a bottle, or the official drink of Deer Camp. I don't know.
Official drink of the Okayest Hunter podcast.
That's true. It is the official drink of the Okayest Hunter podcast.
Right there, right along with a beer.
We're also really good friends with Backwoods Grind. If you haven't heard of Backwoods Grind, head over to backwoodsgrind.com. You can use code. I got to get a new one from them. I totally spaced on that.
Yeah, you did.
But W2H podcast.
Do they even know?
They know.
Okay.
We'll get you 10% off. But the big swinger in the that sounds bad. The big swinging donkey in the room. The swamp donkey in the room is our presenting sponsor, Spartan Forge. And if you use code OHP, which stands for Okayest Hunter Podcast, you're going to get yourself 25% off of an annual membership.
I almost quoted a movie, but I didn't. I refrained from doing so.
Time to introduce Mr. Thick Dick to Mr. Urinal Cake.
No, it wasn't that.
Do you know where that one's from?
No, I don't.
The Great Outdoors.
See,
That's a good one.
With John Candy.
it is. I don't know why I don't know that.
You should know that.
It's a
you were
classic.
You were talking about that movie the other
It's
day.
a great movie.
You're like, The Great Outdoors, man. That's where we're going to get all this good stuff from. And then I say that quote, and you didn't even know.
I dropped the ball. Sorry.
You're a son of a gun.
Well, you know.
Welcome to the
Gotta keep
shit
you
show,
on your-
everybody.
Yeah, I got to keep you on your toes.
Welcome to the... Wait, where is it? Welcome to the... Everybody. There we go. I can swear now. Officially. If you want to swear, you can hit the purple button.
Good
You don't have to, though. I'm just
No,
joking.
it's-
It doesn't matter.
It's explicit, so it's all good.
This is the cleanest mouth you've ever heard. Right here.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Well, everybody, thanks for jumping in. Today we're going to talk about some gear, specifically some tree hunting gear, some mobile setup stuff. We got Derek Malcore with us, Wisconsin native, hailing from West Bend.
Whoop,
You-
whoop.
Made the trek down to Oconomowoc, which is pretty neat. Well, I mean, if this isn't a far trek from your day job,
No, it's not far.
we should
from
have you
the
here
job
as
at
often
all.
as you'd be willing to.
Yeah. It'd be fun to hang out like every so often.
Yeah, we'll have to work out a deal with the wife. Maybe she's got a girls' night and come hang out. for
Mine
the
officially
podcast.
does now. at
There-
home.
yeah, see, that's good. And so what happens with my kids on Tuesday nights is my wife Holly takes them to grandma's house. So grandma's like, it's podcast night, woo, treats and stuff. So they come back here all sugared up
Yeah.
and no one go to bed on time.
No. Chickadee jacked and ready to rock.
Mm-hmm. We were just outside. It started raining on and off, but I got home late. You guys actually beat me to my own house, my own party.
Mhm.
And I got home and
We
Greg's
even
hanging
turned
tree
the light on
stands.
for you.
We decorated your tree in the front yard.
Decorated the tree.
There's
At
two
least it
tree
wasn't toilet
stands,
paper.
a stick, and a saddle platform out there.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
I got a stick on one of the trees down in the backyard. You probably didn't see that one.
I did see that one
Yeah.
actually.
He was snooping.
That's what I was using And by the way, Latitude they're friends of the show also. We don't have a discount code because their stuff's a little bit more hefty, but we are Greg. I'm going to be hunting out of this thing this season. This is the 2-piece one.
I have one as well. It's going to get used in a few places. I already have some trees picked out.
Oh, you got trees picked out for your saddle.
Mm-hmm.
Not a girl.
Kind of have to.
So you hung them, but you have the loan of the 0.5.
Yep, the little guy.
And I'm getting the little guy saddle platform with the 15-inch double step sticks. Double
Yeah.
steps? Double steps?
Double
step
steps.
Yep.
Yeah, just don't ever
I
economy.
believe that's what you have on out there right now is the 15, right?
I think mine are 17s.
You got 17s?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm excited for the 15s
They're pretty close.
because they'll fit. So the platform and the sticks will both fit in the backpack,
That'll be
the
perfect.
XOP backpack.
That'll be perfect.
God, that'll be tiny.
I'm and I'm going to get a cableator just in case.
I think you're gonna
I don't
need-
expect to use it too much, but I mean, I did kill my
15
buck one stick high last season, so just
15,
saying.
it's very possible, but if you want to get up, 15s are probably going to be stretching it. How many you get?
Yeah.
3?
3 with the cableator.
Cable later on each.
No, just one.
Ooh.
Just my bottom one. Cody.
You'll
So
see.
I saw Cody DeQuisto at the what the hell, the Deer Fest.
Yep.
Up in West Bend, your neck of the woods.
He likes hunting low, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny because I did that just because that's the only tree I could get in. I couldn't go any higher. It was like there's too much stuff above me. So it just happened to work out that way. So I was like, wow, this one stick thing is pretty great. I don't have to like worry about like, you know, pivoting and all that and get my anchor point all messed up.
I'll tell you what, you mentioned everything fits in your backpack.
Mhm.
When I first got my saddle a couple of years ago now, that was the biggest problem. It's like, oh, I got this nice little saddle, little tiny platform, and I'm going to carry these honking sticks.
Yeah.
So I had the Lone Wolf 3-step full lengths, and I was like, well, this defeats the purpose. I'm getting hooked on everything, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
having those small ones would be really good.
And having it be a system. I mean, I'm not here to like, you know, preach, but maybe a little bit. Someone like me, I think a few folks saw the video we made of me trying to stack sticks, but that wasn't like scripted. That was real
No,
life.
that
Someone
worked
just
out.
turned the camera on.
Yeah,
be a
we just
nightmare.
happened to, and you might have had a little heckling along the way, but yeah, to watch you stack sticks was kind of dismal, to say the least.
Yeah, I don't do great with it. By the way, we got a couple comments flowing in here, so I don't know if you guys have phones on or whatever, but if you do, throw them on mute if you wanted to follow along. But FBM, Maine Outdoor Journal, good evening, fellas. Clay Hansen, our buddy over in Michigan, he'll be at beer camp this year. I did say beer camp with a B. New studio looks pretty okay. You damn right, buddy. You'll probably be sleeping here when you come over next time. See, there it is.
There it is.
The muting.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's okay. We just run shit how we want here. Nico Robinson with the hunt says so fancy. Not really. Oak Tree Dreams. Hey guys, it's looking good. Kind of fitting though. That's true. And then Doug said it's decent. All right, I'll stop reading comments. Thanks everybody. And we will take a couple calls if you want to call to share your setup or what you're excited about or what you're running for your mobile. If you want to call it run and gun, hang and bang, hang and hunt, hang and whatever. Like I said, I've been doing this since I was 15 years old, 16 years old. I didn't know there was anything else other than you find a tree, you set up, and then you tear down. That's just how I hunted.
Sure.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, and I mean, I've been running a lone wolf stand in the old 3-step sticks for I don't know how long. You know, it's been several years, so it's worked. It'd be nice to have a shorter set of steps, and I'm kind of trying to figure out what I want.
What are you deciding between right now?
I'm not even sure. I might even build my own, as stupid as that sounds.
Sounds like it's up your alley.
Yeah.
Greg the Tinkerer.
Oh, man, I got to quit. No, I mean, custom gear stuff is pretty cool. You know, everything's got its little kink. In people, you can either deal with it or you're going to look for something better or maybe try to make something better. I'm not going to say what I'm going to build is going to be better. It'll probably fit my need. Maybe I'll end up buying a set of sticks to work through this year. And I don't know what that'll be. If it'll be a set of custom gears, if it'll be...
Yeah, whatever doesn't work, you always have next season to change and modify based on what you...
Timber Ninja's got some cool stuff. You know, there's always the Beast stick. There's several options out there. And that's what's nice about, like, it's kind of a big resurgence or a big surgence in mobile hunting gear. And, you know, public land is cool again.
Yep.
Great.
Great.
Hey,
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll solve that problem.
But it's not a better time to be a consumer than right now.
Except, you know, but here's what I find fascinating. And this is on topic, but a little off base maybe, but it's there's no big box store I can go to that I know of where I can go get this stuff. So the fun part about it, I think, is once you kind of get into the space, you start to learn who the players are and you realize like everyone does have, you get this, you lose that. You get this, you might level up here, but you lose a little bit there. And so everyone's got something to fit some very specific needs, but it's all online retailers. Access trail cams I was just talking to someone about. They didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
I'm running a muddy because I picked it up at the old Fleet Farm or whatever. It's like, you've never even heard of this brand that's a cut above all of them because the quality's there, the warranty is there. And it's like that with Latitude Outdoors. They're now getting into some shops though.
Right.
So I'm excited to see them doing that.
Yeah.
But a lot of folks aren't.
He's starting to get there. You know, you mentioned trail cameras, Exodus. You're not going to see them in a box store. You'll see them on Amazon.
What's that site that has all of the trinkets, all the little knickknacks, like for the saddle hunter? It's like a whole bunch of little tiny stuff.
Eastern Woods Outdoors has a lot of good mobile hunting stuff, but it's not necessarily just saddle stuff.
Okay.
They've got, you can get aiders there and all kinds of rope stuff.
I think that might be who I'm thinking of. My dad knows. He sent me the link.
Yeah. I've got a couple things from there and very helpful, very good website.
Okay.
Too bad my dad's not watching. He'd comment.
I think what you're saying is, you know, you can't go out and hold this stuff. So I think that's the
trade shows are
popular-
good. That's why I went
Yeah,
because I was
yeah.
like, shit, this is where all these guys are going to be, and now I can go see this stuff.
That's the trade show and the online social media element.
Yep.
You see 80 comments on a stick post because
you're
you're
like,
asking
I need
questions.
someone
They
to
want to
help me.
know, like,
Right.
well, okay, tell me about this. What is this? What is
Right.
this?
Right.
And that's how they're learning because otherwise you're forking over a shit ton of cash.
And you're like,
sorry, purple button.
poking and hoping, or
And you're
clicking and
hoping
hoping.
that it's going to work
Yeah.
for you, right? That's why
Yeah.
they're
And either you get it and you're pleasantly surprised or overwhelmed with how great it performs, or you're extremely disappointed that you spent a ton of money and it just I put
With
it
the
on
Latitude
tree.
Outdoors, the box comes in the mail. There's a QR code you scan, and
Yep.
it pops open in your browser on your phone, and it tells you exactly what you need to do, all the instructions, all the safety stuff.
that's nice.
The experience, they did a good job of connecting that digital to,
Yes.
and
it's something we do at work too. Like all of our products, no matter what it is, a mixing valve, a in-floor manifold, whatever it is, you can scan it and it'll bring you to a video with either me or somebody else talking about the product. How to
that's pretty
install it.
cool.
Yeah. So it's a digital world,
Yeah.
all
So
that
if I-
information's right at your fingertips.
If I ever miss you when I'm at Menards, just head over to the plumbing.
you might,
I
you
get
might,
to see you.
you might,
QR?
you might, I don't know.
Not going to happen.
No.
What did you get your buck? So we had you on last year. What were you using when you got the buck that you got out of the swamp that your wife brought your kids to?
I was.
Which,
out
by
of-
the way, knowing my scenario now, I'm like, how the F?
you don't want to know.
How long did you eat crow for that one?
It sounded. My wife was
Oh my god!
somehow happy that we did it because it was a memory, but oh my god, like
Not in the moment.
it was one of those things where I called her right away. Bring the kids out. Dad's got a buck. It's going to be daylight for a little while, and then it was like, how in the hell are we going to?
Didn't think this through.
So I was dragging that buck with my son in a backpack while he was about 40 pounds. I was like, this doesn't make sense. This
Talk
deer
about
weighs as much
whitetail
as me.
fit. Holy cow.
No, whitetail's stupid. Is
Whitetail
stupid. I was that
Stupid whitetail.
that night I took my sand cast, my old
Yeah.
lone wolf, just because I'd never been to that spot and I didn't know what the trees were going to be like. I
Yeah.
know I can get that stand in just
All
about
reliable.
anything.
Yep.
So I just scouted with that on my back and got it set.
Cam's real good, and
Yeah.
yes, it's gonna grip on.
I
whatever.
actually am a
crap,
weirdo.
We got cats.
I'm a weirdo with the tree stands, and
We don't have a
Greg and I
door.
were mentioning this the other day, but a lot of guys absolutely love the batwing, and I'm the opposite. There's an easy hang hook you can get.
Yeah,
I just wear it around my neck like a necklace, strap it to the tree,
sure.
and it's meant just to hang your stand while you strap it.
Yeah.
But I use that to hang my stand, and then I put the bottom strap on. And everybody says, "Oh, you can't adjust," but by sliding that side to side, your stand still hooks in level,
Uh-huh.
so I can slide it side to side on the tree, and I've never not been able to get it level.
That's how my dad does it. I don't
I
know what those are called. There's a
absolutely
little
love it.
rope step where you cinch it in with the like slip knot or whatever. That's what I have. And then I actually wanted to hang my old Cadillac next to the other two to be funny
Oh, Lord.
and just to piss him off.
Do
Actually,
you know how long we'd be waiting for you to get that thing to lock on the
dude,
tree?
No, it's great. I'm going to show you.
Yeah, okay.
But it's got a lot of metal. So like it literally has like a metal bracket that you clip and then it like buckles in.
Oh, so I think I know which one you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
a different style.
It's an
of it.
API.
It's old.
Yep.
So I had
And then you have that metal. I think I have one of those. It's an old API aluminum stand.
Yeah.
that
the
has that-
Grand or the
Do you-
Baby Grand.
It's light, actually. It's
It's
surprising.
essentially just a seat belt that goes in and it's got that.
It's a real pain to
Yep.
loosen. So I
It's
remember
all
being on the
fingers
tree and
that-
like I had like
Oh, it's
a bite on
impossible
it
to
and
get
like
it out.
Oh, yeah.
This is-
it's a
the only
pain in
times I almost fell on the
ass.
tree hanging that thing. And not to
But-
mention I was wearing my freaking
but
Mickey Mouse
API
boots.
Oh, that is the worst. But API had that T screw, the one you'd always lose.
Oh,
the one
yeah,
I
yeah.
lost in the
Black
Tamarack.
handle,
Yeah,
T-screw it,
I
and then you
lost-
I
slip
used to do that.
Lost in the Tamarack swamp, so that was like gone after year one.
Yeah, you're sitting in a tree like this.
Yeah, and you're trying to do that, and then
No leverage.
well, it's because you weren't smart enough to wear a lineman's belt.
Correct.
To actually hang off. The
Those
tree.
are-
I'm
those
still
are
not
life
smart
changers.
enough. I'm still not smart enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Those things are incredible. You get that on, and suddenly you're like, I have hands.
Yeah.
I can do
as
anything.
long as your stick is locked on the tree real good,
Yeah,
no
you're-
problem.
you're okay.
Yep, you're good.
What's up, Colin?
Who else is in here?
Who do we all got?
I don't know.
I believe Colin hunts a lot of the same area that I do when I'm up north by my parents.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna put a little thing call into the
Is
show.
that Mr. Colin Brown? How you doing?
No calls yet. So,
That's all right. They're enjoying our banter.
our banter.
Mhm.
Yeah, boy. Today's Tuesday, but it doesn't feel like Tuesday. It feels like it might as well be Friday in terms of week, 2 weeks from now. By the way, 2 weeks from now, we're not gonna record an episode. We'll have to try to can something.
Or Derek and I are just gonna.
You guys can come on, let yourselves in again, and record. Go nuts. The difference, I'll try to keep it all set up for you.
I'll surprise you with a little mural on your wall.
How many kids do you have?
2.
2. Are you going to make the jump to zone coverage, or are you going to stay man to man?
It would be against the odds.
Okay.
To have another, if you know what I mean.
He took care of it.
Ah, I see.
He took care of it like a responsible adult.
Hey, I'm not saying my wife wants 4, so the only way to get there is you got to have 3 to get to 4.
You don't have twins in there, do you?
I wish that would have been an easy way to boom done. My big thing is I want to purge all the toys.
Then you can go sit down on the bag of peas for a while.
I'll tell you what, though, when we walked up, you had your garage door open. I said, "Oh, at least his garage looks like mine. Just a bunch of kids' toys jammed in there with the other
shit. Get the rest of the drywall out of there.
How many Fisher Price toys can you have in a garage?
There's no good way to stack them. What do you do with all those cars?
Oh, they're just piled up like a traffic jam.
What are those things called? We got a power wheel in there. We got all sorts of teeter totter. It's just, you saw the basement too. There's a pile down here. We got freaking bumper cars, man. They light up. You get a seizure if you turn the damn thing on.
I put a boat in my garage, just a little aluminum fishing boat for me and Gus to go up, but I don't know if it's still there. I can't see it. It's just all toys covered around it. Yeah,
it's a toy box.
It became a big toy box.
Yeah, put it in the boat. You can still walk through here then.
Might be a couple of yard tools in there, a rake, a shovel. I don't know.
That's fine. Doubles as a utensil holder too.
But no, I'm genuinely excited for this the extreme mobile setup that I am looking at getting into this year, and really just from the mobility standpoint, but the system side of it.
The system is nice.
Stack, done, bag over. I don't have to
strap it on your back, gone.
There you go. Stack and strap it.
Yeah, there you go.
New sticker.
Don't forget your release.
Yeah, don't forget your release.
It's all worthless if you forget your release. Missed the beginning of the show, but just wanted to hear your review of the Lone Wolf Custom Gear hang-on stand. You got a review of that, bad boy?
Yeah, you did. You did hang it, and you did a little observation sit.
I did. So when I first got it, I'm not going to lie. You read all the reviews, and you got guys who are like, "I'm 6'4", size 14, tons of room on this thing." When I first pulled it out of the box, I was like, "No,
no,
there's not a ton of room." I'm not a big guy by any stretch of the imagination. It's perfect for what I do. For me. I got short legs. Low seat height is great. So when everyone was reviewing the B stand, because I was very interested in the B stand, thought it was a great stand. Yeah. But everyone, it's long and tall. I'm like, well, long and tall, 2 things I'm not. Right. It doesn't fit. So this one absolutely works
short and stout.
For me. I went into the tree beautifully, locked on, tons of adjustment. If you're literally running and gunning, moving your setup constantly, I think it's one of the best systems with the steps. I got them. I was wondering, it was all or nothing because the steps fit on there so beautifully.
Right.
It was, if you're going to do it, you got to do it all the way to get the benefits.
Yeah, it's a system.
And I think it's absolutely flipping awesome right now.
Sweet. Well, I hope you kill the target buck this year out of that thing.
I'd have to find a target buck first.
I think you're on your way, man. We share a lot of information back and forth, and you're in there. You'll find one. I know you will.
Well, we do got a caller here. We got Nico, who we know.
Yes.
Nico's got a story he wants to share with us. So, Nico, you are live on the OK Center podcast. What do you got, buddy?
Hey, I was just gonna see if you guys looked into doing any rope mods on your sticks.
I have never even thought about doing a rope mod.
What's a rope? I need to know what that is
for about 5
first.
seconds, and I thought, I could mess with it, but I have old school sticks, and the straps work fine. This guy.
But tell me what a rope mod is. Someone educate all of the lay people, all of us OK hunters.
Rope mod? If you follow anything on Mobile Hunters United, everybody is doing it.
Well, don't make our audience feel stupid.
Man.
Nico's going to explain it. Nico, you got it?
Nico, you got to explain it.
All right, so you got your straps, they're going right like your buckles, right? You got a metal buckle with your strap going around the tree for your stick. Well, you take that off, you get you some static line, like some, I don't know, like 8mm static line.
Mm-hmm.
And basically it's just like a rope you would use for, rock face climbing, and that it's about the thickness of your thumb, maybe a little less. And you replace that buckle with that, and you just basically make a friction knot over your Versa button in the center of your stick, and you can darn near cut a pound off of your the weight you're carrying. You ain't got the metal buckles clanking and that, and you can cut longer sections so you can get around bigger trees and get around awkward stuff in that.
Certainly.
That's something I'm playing with, Nico. I've always liked the straps. I've silenced the straps, and then when the AM steel kind of came on big, maybe 2 years ago, I bought some 764 AM steel, and I tried the daisy chain because it seemed like nice way to do it. And I absolutely could not stand the daisy chain. I like to lock my sticks on tight. I've always been the cam strap guy, so I was like, these things are sloppy. I did not like it, so I sold those after I made them. I don't even think I had them for 20 minutes after I sold them. And and what I have, my double step, I was just showing Greg, is I tried the buckleless method with the straps. So I took the buckle off and just did it, the friction knot, like you're saying. It's on the Lone Wolf site, but I'm intrigued with that right now.
It held pretty good. It even held my big ass on there.
It held-
I'm 235.
It
so-
holds good. What is kind of a pain in the butt for me is those double steps from Custom Gear have those side prongs, like next to the.
I see
Versa
guys
button.
cutting them off.
And I think you'd almost have to, because no matter what way I do that friction knot,
But I
they're
did
like
s-
strangely in the way.
I did see another
You
guy
did
that
mention that.
he pulled the.
Where did you see him? What forum were you on?
I believe it was Mobile Hunters United.
Okay.
He pulled the bolt. He pulled the Versa button and just ran the two standoffs on the side, the two T-shaped pieces that are right
Yep.
on there. And he had a way of crisscrossing and making it work. Crisscross applesauce. I don't know. Might have to go back and look it up. I'm sure it's there somewhere.
Yeah, I've not tried the static line like you're talking about. It seems like it'd be a good way. I do know that the standard straps, when I took the buckles off, they definitely don't get you around the bottom of some trees you would like to be in.
Right.
Because they're short.
They're short.
Nico, do you have a good YouTube video that either you have done or could share in the comments on the Facebook feed for anyone that's tuning in either now or later?
Yeah. I can link something down after I get off the call with you guys. I'll try to find something. It's really, really simple, and the static line doesn't stretch. That's the whole point of it, is it doesn't stretch. And so when you cinch it on tight on the tree, that's where it's at. It doesn't sink, it doesn't sag. And I was kind of skeptical about it. I switched to it last year, and I gotta say I won't go back to using the buckles.
Interesting.
All right.
What
Did you just go to a mountain climbing store like REI or something like that to get it?
Yeah, so I went to REI online, and you can literally buy like 100 foot of it for $20.
So it's not like paracord, right?
It's like big paracord.
No,
no
it's
stretch.
it's thick. Yeah, it kind of looks like paracord. It's diamond braided.
Yep.
But it's well, actually, now I'm looking at it, it's about the thickness of my pinky,
8 millimeter.
and it does
Glad
not
you said
stretch
pinky.
at all.
That's
Yeah.
Jesus. Mind out
Yeah.
of the gutter,
We
man.
gotta keep it weird. Come on.
You gotta keep it weird.
now, Nico, how
About the
long?
diameter of my pinky.
How long do you
It's a
run
slopey.
your straps? You go 8 foot, or are you?
They are, well, so I run 3 Hawk sticks. They're the 30-inch sticks, and then I run an 8er at the bottom if I need it. That's what I actually took my old buckles that came with it, cut the buckle off, and made an 8er out of that strap.
Nice.
And I'll use that if I need to like really get up high. Rarely do I do, but so I'm running 1, 2, probably like 60, 65 inches on 2 of my straps, and then one strap's probably 40 inches, and I just wrap it around the stick twice, and then wrap it around the Versa button, and there's nothing hanging off the sticks or anything like that. Nothing to clink, nothing to clank.
Yeah, that's a good setup, man.
That sounds
Really
pretty
great
cool.
and cold.
I'm excited to learn a little bit more about it, just so I have more context. But I think I'm picking up what you're putting down by and large. It's just, I think my dad, I don't know if he said he tried it or if he's going to be doing it, but he has those sticks that the like steps fold into the stick within the
Those are the Hawk.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think he modded them where he put like a rubber suction cup kind of thing, so they stack, they go like that.
It's
you know?
funny, like when we started talking modern gear, your dad was
Yeah, they
messaging me
got
like
the
crazy.
Well, my dad's
they
like
got
you.
the
He tinkers
grommets
quite a
on them.
bit. He's always been that way. He's tinkered with everything. The snowblower I got upstairs in the garage, you want to take a look at tinkering? He's modified the shit of that thing. But it works great.
That's why we get along.
There's some electrical tape on there.
Probably.
Well, maybe that's a Polish thing.
Everything
my
grandpa
my mom
had
said
was
in
I
Polish.
really like these.
Wachowski, yeah.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Sorry,
No,
Nico.
We're
you
just-
go
we're just
ahead.
bullshitting
We're
over here,
talking like
sorry.
idiots, so it's all good.
You're our guest. You should go first.
Well, what I was going to say is these hog sticks, what's nice about them is I run the Lone Wolf Assault 2, like the cast, the older one, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But the stand actually sits between the feet, like the cleats of the sticks.
Okay.
So I can set those sticks over the top of the stand and they lay flat. I can lay all three of them on top of it and strap it down. And I mean, it's only about maybe 6 or 7 inches thick, the entire setup.
Are you running those sticks horizontally?
No, yeah, up and down.
Vertical.
Okay,
vertical.
That's vertical.
So vertically. So I'm running vertically. Yeah.
Sure. Just like the Lone Wolf sticks, then you'd stack them on top of each other. And then, there's like right around where the post sits in the platform, there's a little area cast out for that V bracket to fit in.
Yeah.
Those are the cats meow when they came out. Those are the first stackable sticks. I was like, maybe they stack. But I will complain, as you had seen my video, you can't get them to just fit freaking right if you don't get the order of operations correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we know how impatient you are with order of operations.
This is gonna be a fun season. This will be a fun season.
6th grade math, not good.
No. I moved around too much. So I missed all of the math and fractions. I never did them. I literally never learned fractions. So when I got to college, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
No, you didn't take shop class.
I did take shop class. I made coasters like everybody. I made coasters. What are those cars? Those little soapbox cars?
Yeah.
No, the little race with CO2 cartridge.
CO2 cartridge.
I drew flames on everything. It was freaking dope.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Geez, we made duck calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what we did in wood shop. We made duck calls all day.
That's cool.
That's kind of fun. How about that? Yeah, I did all that stuff.
I
also took 3 years of auto. I rebuilt the engine.
Yeah,
I did rebuild the engine.
Do a ceramics class, you get 50 bongs. The kids are making pipes, bongs. It's like, I know what that is, bud.
I know why you guys are so fucking happy over there in that class. I'm over there in auto, freaking breaking knuckles, rebuilding a Chevy Camaro engine from the ground up. That was fun.
Kids over here.
I did some shit. I learned some shit.
Oh man,
mercy.
Nico, what else? What do you? So what's your setup this season then? You're running the same thing you were just kind of talking about.
Yeah, it's the basically that setup, and I use that quick hang that he was talking about earlier.
Hook, yep.
And I don't use the bat wing at all. I just tighten that quick hang on, set my stand on there because I use a Kafaru frame to pack everything in, and so my sticks, my bow, everything goes on my back. I'll make one trip up. And have my lineman's belt, and I just pull my stand up, put that quick hang on, and then do the bottom buckle and cam it over, and I'm good to go. I only got to make one shot up the tree.
It's always handy to be able to do that up and in and on it, ready to hunt.
So I got a question.
You don't want to see me doing that stuff.
I got a question for you guys, and this seems to differ. I mean, there's a million little gadgets that people make in 3D print. Carrying your sticks up. So I put my stand on my back. You put your bottom stick on. What are you doing to carry your sticks up, Nico? What's your process?
I literally have like a 6-inch piece of 550 cord that I make a loop in, and I loop it through my belt buckle, and I just put that through one of the cleats, like around one of the cleats on the stick, and the weight of the stick holding down holds that loop tight. It ain't coming off, and it's right there on my side, kind of, back by my butt cheek, one on each side, climb up that first stick. It's real easy to just lift up on that stick, put the next one up, and the rope's already attached to it, and it's not heavy, so it's real easy to deal with.
There you
I
go.
climb up on that stick, and then my other stick's on my other side. I just take it off, rinse and repeat.
Oh my God, I can't wait for my backpack setup. F all you guys. I'm going to put my backpack to the front side. Bloop, 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 bloop. I'm gonna
I can't wait to see you get this, because you and I are going to have a race up a tree.
I'm going to fuck you up, man.
No, you're not.
Don't get me into competition mode.
You suck.
I get real weird when it comes to competition.
You're gonna lose.
I'll break my neck falling out of the tree trying to compete with you.
Guys, I will videotape that. I'll be on the ground so
Okay.
you can all watch for your viewing pleasure.
I used to rappel, man.
Please
I've done all sorts of crazy shit. I'm a real. Greg thinks I'm just a total goof, which I am, but I'm also not.
That is one of your enduring qualities.
Which one?
All of them.
The whole package. I
the
like
whole
that,
package,
Nico.
man.
That's a solid system. I definitely if I'm recalling correct, I would hang the bottom stick, and then. No, Nico, you're still there, right?
Yeah.
You should have
that was
stayed
a moment
silent.
of cricket.
You should have stayed silent for at least 10 more
Nico,
seconds.
you had a chance
and mess
there.
with him. You had
You
a
had
chance. Damn it.
Hold on, let me just fix this freaking camera. Even if I breathe on this thing wrong, it just gets all kitty wampus, you know.
Yeah,
Well,
Nico,
you
you
lifted
gotta-
a cheek to fart. Don't lie to us. Silent but deadly.
And Nico, you know this, but what is really nice about ropes or the buckleless method is when you're putting those sticks up with the strap, right? You got to somehow keep that slack, put the loop on, and then tighten it. But with those friction knots, you get to just put pressure on the whole way, and you're holding yourself up by holding that rope while you put it on. It's way better.
Oh yeah. And it when it's cold outside and you're trying to pull your stick down, you don't have to worry about those cam buckles freezing up on you. I don't know if you've ever had that issue, but it's not exactly the funnest time in the world.
Eric hates pulling his pants down when it's cold outside.
Yeah, it's not fun. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my camera here. It's just not coming back up. I don't know. I don't know why. Should be fine. I'm afraid to touch it. Okay, hold on. Just
You're
in
never
case.
afraid to touch it.
In there?
Stay silent.
Yeah. I'm still here.
You had your chance again.
It just don't want to. It doesn't want to like.
I know.
Man,
I can't do it to the guy, not when he's struggling.
this is one of those things. You know, we're in this new space. Everything's all weird. I don't know what I'm doing.
Weird for you. We're perfectly cool with it. You can talk. All right. Meanwhile, Eric is messing with the camera.
So, Nico, where are you at? Where do you do most of your hunting?
All over southern Illinois. So I've got a bunch of different public land, and then I'll also hunt the Shawnee National Forest a lot. I'll camp out there and do like 3, 4, 5 days and see what I can get done out there.
I hear a lot about the Shawnee, and I've been past it a few times and just kind of looked at it going past and going, man, it might be worth taking a walk on, but you probably don't want to see out-of-staters down there.
Well, it's a massive property, isn't it?
It is. It's huge.
Oh, it's insane. And the good part is there's so much of it that doesn't get touched. Like I've got a spot where I go in at, there's probably 30. I've seen upwards of 30 campers along they park up on the side of the road and that to go in. But where I pitch camp at, because I walk in a bit, I walk in about 1.5 miles, 2 miles set up camp, and I hunt about 1 mile west. So I hunt about 1 mile west of there. And I've had trail cams up for going on 4 years and have not had pictures of one person in that area in 4 years.
That's pretty fortunate.
You found yourself a good spot.
So there's still a lot of untouched like hunting property or hunting real estate, if you will. That's down around there. You just got to be willing to walk around and like I call it people scouting. You got to be able to people scout, And you can get away from people. And there's a lot of good deer, of good deer in there.
That's one thing we're used to doing up here with our small little tracks that we have. Yeah, look at that.
A fucking boot print.
There's a boot print.
Yeah.
You can tell someone walked through here. Oh, look, a trail camera. Hey, that tree looks like it's had sticks on it. Yeah, probably not going to hunt here.
Yeah.
There was a spot back when I was up in Peshtigo, there's no deer up there, Nico, just so you know. Up there's very few deer. And I found a spot walking along this river, and there's some private land that butts up close to the river. So you got to kind of take this little strip between the river and this private to get back, and then there's a big chunk. So, of course, anybody who looks at that map, oh, look at this, forbidden land, beautiful. First morning, I went in there to hunt after scouting. I hit my flashlight on, and I thought I was on an airport runway. There was tacks on tacks. There was 10 feet high tacks. There was three. I mean, you could stand in one spot and see 50 tacks. I was like, what the hell is
Reminds
going
me of
on?
another property you and I looked at.
Maybe.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's amazing. People can't get
well,
around.
see, and I
tags.
hunt. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't cut you off.
Nope, you're good, man. Go ahead.
I was going to say a lot of the land that I try to hunt around here, you can't even so much as like look at a leaf too hard. Like you can't put tacks in trees. If you tie stuff off, it's got to be taken down, and they're pretty much a stickler about it down here. A lot of places I ain't got to deal with it, thank the Lord.
I think a lot of the places that we've gone into too, that's not supposed to be hanging there and left there, but it is.
But you can do overnight, and
right.
like you can here in
Right.
Wisconsin. I know that. So my dad and I got lucky again. We didn't last year, but the year before that we did, and we've gotten lucky several different times throughout the years with some conservancy property. But you can leave your stand up the whole time, but you have to put your contact information on it as you look up at it. So he just spray painted some old license plates and put our information on there. So it's like your name, your, and your phone number, or whatever.
Did you guys draw one this year?
We did.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. And it's a property that Greg actually got to go with me on because I can bring a friend
Cool.
or a buddy or whatever they call it. So it's a big tract.
Bring your stick,
decent.
buddy. Huh?
What's that now?
Your stick, buddy.
Is that what that is?
I don't know.
So I'm just going to leave you with your thoughts.
You and little half squat.
But no, yeah, it's a pretty neat thing that you can do. And it's actually funny because it's the organization that OKS Hunters helps support through conservation. So 1% of our profits. I swear to God,
I don't know.
it's a pretty fair draw system, but
know, Eric.
I'm kind of like, hey guys, we're donating some money, you know what I'm saying?
Under the
A few
table.
shekels.
Yeah.
My name's looking
I got
real good on that
lucky.
bottom.
No, really, I did get lucky. Like we didn't get it last year, so.
No, you got nothing.
That's exciting.
You got stuck hunting with me. And
But
look where that brought you.
it's just nice now. I have 3 places I can go with you, where I hunted around here and then there now. So it's nice to have a couple of places I could jump around for different access points and things like
You
that.
got a damn nice buck last year, didn't you?
I think so.
8-pointer or something?
Yeah, that's going to be back from the taxidermist.
Bigger than
soon.
the one I shot.
What? No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
Not the one that's on your wall.
last year.
Well, you shot some slickheads.
I'm fine with it.
But
Freezer's full.
It's not bigger than
Actually,
your
it's not.
buck.
It's getting empty.
Your buck is bigger than my buck.
Don't worry. There's bigger ones out there. It's fine.
That's right.
Never pass.
I certainly wasn't going to pass on anything I had. I
See?
didn't pass on a couple. I just
Very
missed.
Nice. That was a very
Never
nice
passed, but I always missed.
Yeah,
That's a different kind of
you
pass.
did miss a nice one. I will say you did miss a nice one.
Yep.
We've all done it.
By the way, this is really awkward. The camera's only on me because I can't fix this right now. What's going on? So.
Did you unplug and replug?
No,
the
because
camera?
I would lose the audio, so I can't. It just is what it is.
Nope. We're letting it roll. Then.
Turn it off and turn it back on.
Are you an
that.
IT guy? You must be.
Sir, have you rebooted your system? Well, if I did that, I wouldn't be talking to you, lady. Come on. Nico, thanks for the call,
guys,
buddy.
I'm gonna have to hop off
Yeah,
here. My,
yeah, man.
my kid's throwing a fit.
That's
No,
all right.
you gotta do
Thanks,
what you
buddy.
gotta
But,
Go
if you
take
guys
care.
ever
Good
get
luck
to-
this season, man.
If you
Thank
guys
you.
ever get a hitch in your giddy up and you want to come on down here, Southern Illinois, let me know and
We
I'll set you guys up.
we'll have a conversation, you and I and Derek and Eric, about doing that. How's that sound?
That's awesome.
All right, bud.
You guys take it easy. All right,
Adios,
drink
you too,
one for
man.
me.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
I got to add him to our call list here. I think he's already been on. Because, by the way, if you guys don't know, not you guys, but everyone, whoever's listening, if you call into the show, you're going to get entered to win some OKS Hunter gear.
Gear.
Swag.
Gear is cool.
Merch, whatever you want to call it.
Swag.
So we have,
Swag.
I'm documenting all of the callers. I should do multiple calls, get multiple entries. So there we go. We had 1 call today, 1 last week, which was you. So you're entered, Derek. And then
Dude.
the week before that, we had 6. The week before that, we had 8. So it's just getting worse. Like 8 people, 6 people, 1 person, 1 person. I missed whatever the fuck you just said.
He just winked at me and said, "You're welcome."
Yeah, would you text him to get him to do that? I don't want to know what you guys are trading off on.
He's like, "Dude, I'm riding home after he busted his nuts scouting for us."
I did not feel well after that.
No, I'm sure you did not. And you were pretty well dehydrated.
looked pretty thick.
It was hotter than hell. He found some good stuff, though, didn't you?
I found some really good.
What are you looking for
But
when
you-
you're scouting?
One hunter sign, which you found.
Just thicker than shit stuff.
So
And I
then-
found thicker than shit stuff, and it was loaded with buck sign.
but that's hard to hunt. You can't hunt thick stuff.
You can.
I heard you just go like 1 stick up.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that.
But when
Somebody
it's
told
that
me
thick,
that.
how the hell are you going to get in there when they're bedded? That's like the bedding area that you're in then.
Yes.
Yes. But I can tell you from my experience this weekend, bumping that buck out of his bed.
Yeah.
Where I have a camera and where his bed was, I've traipsed around in there a bunch.
Okay.
And I've bumped a buck out of that bed walking another part of that property and coming up on it. So that bed is consistently used. Oh, we're going down a rabbit hole here. But anyway,
Go on, sir.
looking at that, the only way you're getting a shot through that stuff is if you're literally one stick high. Because there's so much overstory, and this year being so dry, there's a lot of understory. So you don't have a lot of room to really work.
Okay.
You're better off hunting low than you are hunting high.
But what they're doing too is those bucks aren't going 80 yards into the thick. They're near the edge.
Oh,
Right?
this is new information for me.
Because
It's really
they're
not.
stuck if they're in
This is
there.
new information
Right.
for me.
They are stuck in there because that's exactly.
It's so I went to the middle. And
Yep.
there was nothing there, and I
Nope.
couldn't get out.
There
I
isn't
crawled
jack in
out of
there.
there. It was bullshit. That's what
Yeah.
it was.
It sucks, but they're creatures of the edge.
So you only go in so far.
You don't.
This is a
Do
new
you
concept for me because
remember-
I'm always like,
No,
oh,
it's not a new
stuff
concept. Remember, I told you didn't go far enough
Yeah.
because you went through the thick shit and you thought this is bullshit. But I'm coming to kind of a clearing. You get to a clearing, you get past that clearing into the next edge of thick shit. That's where they're at.
So then you might want to go all the way and press on them. Then if you're going to hunt,
That's
if you're
where
scouting, you
got
can go get
this-
some intel. But
Yeah, and that's what we should have done. We should have went and scouted the living crap out of it. You and I both have been doing a ton of scouting this summer, but that's your MO. That's how you operate.
When I go in to scout, I learn everything that I possibly can, and then I'm out of there that
Yep,
day.
you're
So
done.
yeah, I messed it up that day, but
Yep.
now I know as much as I could possibly learn that day.
Yep, and that's what I know about the first 800 yards.
well, Garrett
an
Paul was
area.
on last week. That's what he said. He's like, well, there's a couple islands,
Mhm.
and he was even saying like some interesting things like, oh, we're going to glass the island as we approach it. Look for acorns. Look for like trails heading in and out. And if they're not hot or if they're cold trails, there's nothing there. There's no acorns. On to the next one we go. And then it took. They went to the fourth, and then they actually retracted back one because they were like, well, actually, the furthest one didn't have anything. So in your mind, you're thinking, well, that's a destination naturally there, then the furthest one, but that might not be.
And
the
that's how a
case.
lot of guys think.
I
mean,
thought that way.
there's several islands.
You
out
watch enough Dan Infall, you're like, I'm going into the swamp in my underwear. You know?
Yeah, but there's guys that hunt islands now because islands are a cool place to hunt.
Yeah, Oak Islands, right?
Yeah, Oak Islands. We have them out by us. They're all over the place. So Oak Islands are a destination for a lot of guys. They'll go in there, they'll hunt the edge of that Oak Island,
Yep.
and they'll keep hunting it and keep hunting it and keep hunting it. And to the point where there are paths mowed down through the cattails, you know where someone's going out there. Spoiler alert, someone's hunting there. And to your point of the cat eye tacks, I find cat eye tacks. I find trapper markers. I call them trapper markers, but they're basically a pinch on reflector
Mm-hmm.
in the reeds. You know what? I know somebody's in there just by the amount of cattail and everything else laid down. It's a path it turns into a deer path. It goes from a deer path to 3 to 4 foot
Deer
wide.
path to a person path.
Yeah, in several visits to that area. If they're running trail cameras in there, they're beating it down. If they're just going in there and scouting, they're beating it down. That's just the way it is. So you kind of take that and go, well, I know someone's hunting here. I'm going to hunt over here. You have to. The deer know that guy's there because he keeps going in there, clearly, because the path is getting bigger every time you go in there. So you got to hunt humans just as effectively.
Whoa. We're not hunting
Just
humans.
as effectively
Most
as you
dangerous
do
game.
deer. Most
The most-
dangerous game.
The most dangerous
That's right.
game. You got to hunt humans.
That's right.
You think
That's
your words
right.
came out wrong.
Good,
But
No, they
sure.
No,
oh,
I'm
shit.
dead serious.
I'm not sure if I'm going to hunt with you
You're hunting
anymore.
the man.
Kind of what you're talking about.
I think
though.
you're scouting the man.
Well, you're scouting
He
the
was
man.
scouting the man.
I'm
in that
scouting the
instance.
man. That's
Oh,
right.
and hunting the deer. Great. Let's
Same-
just clear this up
same
because this
thing,
is on
though.
fucking record, okay?
That's right. I hunt dudes.
Eric, why do you think I'm here? I'm
Sounds-
learning how he hunts.
Oh my
people, so
God,
I don't
yeah.
get hunted.
Yeah, so you don't get hunted.
Gregor buys
He's on the
private
right
property.
side.
Stay the fuck off of it.
No,
Go
that-
run that way, sir.
Yeah,
But no, getting back to it, I mean, we got to watch for other hunters. So,
Yeah.
One, I don't want to be there because I don't want to screw up the guy's hunt. Two, I don't want to be there because he keeps going there and he's stinking up the area pretty good.
Yep.
I go in there, I just add a little more stink to it. And when you go in there, you add an extra level too. So,
That's how it works.
yeah, that's how it works. So
Drew's laughing his ass
When
off at us.
when I called last week and I asked Garrett, how aggressive he gets, part of my I didn't elaborate enough for him to really make a guess on this, but
now you're here, so you can elaborate.
so that buck bedding area I found down in Illinois, there's this thick little hillside, and it's like grassy mixed with cedars, surrounded by thicker than hell brush.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of a spot we scouted.
Below this, but it's thicker even that.
Really?
Cedars, you could see maybe 8-10 feet, and then there'd be little gaps.
Okay.
And it came downhill, and every cedar, big freaking rubs, big rubs.
Okay.
And they're coming down the side of the hill, and as soon as it got to the brush, you can see trails coming in, rubs, and then just on the inside, looking down into the ravine, is a giant bed next to a cedar tree.
Imagine that.
Okay, that makes sense. So I followed that side of that ravine, a big trail right along
Leeward
the edge
side?
of the brush.
Leeward side?
If he was bedding there, it would be
Okay.
the leeward side.
Okay.
So I followed that trail along the side of the hill, thinking, this is his exit trail. Where is he going to pop out? Get out to some nice oak hardwoods. Now we're maybe 100 yards.
So did you say that oak hardwood to be more of like a staging area?
It's open. Yep.
Okay.
He's that's where he
It's probably a feeding area, like once it's dark. If there's been a lot of pressure on it, it'll definitely be a feeding area at night.
Yeah, his staging would probably be where all those rubs are along the thick stuff.
Yep.
But as soon as I got to there, I'm looking around. Okay, where would be a good tree for more set up in the morning and afternoon? Well, the tree I picked, 2 tacks in it. Somebody's on the spot, right? So that's why immediately I went right back into those thick cedars, and I was like, I'm going to push the envelope. I got to get closer than that guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotta come
So
up.
that's why my question to Garrett was, how aggressive do you get? Because I picked out a tree that's beautifully close.
If he wasn't there, you would be the guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's like, I'm not worried about noise, to be honest, because if you go in early when you're on an out of state hunt, what else do you have to do?
Yeah.
You go in early.
Well, yeah.
And you're going to make noise. But I have called in so many deer climbing trees, making that noise, breaking a branch. They think it's a buck rubbing. They think whatever. Like, you just go slow. Take your time. And as long as they don't smell you, I think you got a chance.
I agree. They're curious. They're curious.
I would call that like conservatively aggressive or like tactfully aggressive or something.
Tactfully aggressive would be a better term for
You're being tactful about it, but your style's a bit more aggressive, but you're not like blowing shit down and getting all weird.
Not trying to. Maybe get a little weird.
Get a little weird.
I don't know what that
A little
even
freaky
means.
with
I don't
it.
know what I mean when I say
It's
that.
freak on.
It's getting weird out here.
Boy, you're gonna have to drink every time you say that.
Hashtag beer camp.
You better get after it.
Hey, do you have any more beers you would?
Yeah.
willing
I have a
to-
cooler
What
somewhere.
would you like to have? We have
I should get this
ourselves
damn camera. Work.
another crooked judge, or do you want an amber?
Still no luck.
Surprise you.
Surprise me.
It's just me on the camera, guys. This is just the most awkward thing.
So technically unfortunate.
People are here. They're hanging out with us. They're tuning in. Still, I did share the live link, so if someone wants to pop in via video, you can. That way it's not just me on the screen. That's kind of why I did that. You can obviously call the number. It's not on. Oh, I have to put it back on the screen.
I will say I was really, really excited for opening weekend coming up.
Yeah.
Till I went out to shoot my bow 2 nights ago.
Yeah, bit up by
and
bugs.
I got about 4 arrows off before I lost a pint of blood.
Oh man.
So if these mosquitoes don't get in check, I'm worried.
Yeah,
They almost carried me away.
that's pretty brutal.
They got bad quick. They were great almost all summer.
summer, yeah.
You like
Yeah.
nothing. Nothing.
I would agree. It's
And
like
then,
they had all summer
boom,
to find
rain,
a puddle
done.
and hatch. They hatched out of the puddle, or they hatched out of the live well in my boat where it had a little bit of rainwater in it from the one rain we did get. But it's been good all summer until literally this week.
And now they're
And now in the middle of the
Now
damn
they're
day,
terrible.
they're out. I'm like, wow, you guys are brave.
Well, they got to feed up.
The sun's scorching down. It's hotter than balls out there, and they're biting you. It's like, get the heck out of here.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I posted a meme, was it yesterday? The first bug that it's when they buzz in your ear. You know? I was like, I'm gonna burn the whole forest down. I'm done. I'm out. Can't get away from them fast enough. I mean, at that point, I'm like, I don't give a shit about a deer. Get me the hell out of here.
I felt like
It ain't worth it. Not
Right.
this shit.
My daughter loves to swing. We got a swing in the backyard. And It's like really, woods up on the hill and grassy, sort of mosquitoes are terrible. And Daddy, push me. And she runs out there. And I'm like standing behind the screen door. Push yourself, babe.
You're doing good. Looks good out there.
You were a
what
good daughter.
What
You were a
terrible
good daughter.
person. What a terrible person.
I know.
My buddy Shane, who I used to run, actually, he's like, I'm in a podcast thing. We used to run the Wilderness way back before I even knew what a podcast was. We started the Wilderness. I think it's still out there. Don't listen to it. And we went to the Boundary Waters together, and this psycho has no. First of all, he can drink Malort, and it's fine. If you've ever had Malort,
No, I never.
anybody that knows Malort will understand the kind of human he is. But also has no like disdain for mosquitoes whatsoever. So like, there's a certain time of evening when you need to get in the tent right now.
They come on hard.
And so me and our other two buddies, Mike and Dave, we're in the tent. We're like, go, dive, dive, dive. Boom, we're in. We're zipped up. And he's like, what's going on? I forgot my thing over there. There's like thousands of mosquitoes on him. He's like, I don't get it. I don't know why you guys are so like concerned about the bugs. We're like, you're a psycho. Something's wrong with you.
Something is wrong with him. There is a thing though. They like certain people more than others. They definitely do.
O-blood. I'm told O-blood is like the thing that mosquitoes love.
I'm a
most.
positive.
I gotta have double O blood then
There you
because
go.
they freaking love me.
007, 00 fucking blood, which is not good for mosquitoes. You know, they never show that kind of stuff in those movies. 007's like creeping through the woods doing crazy shit. It's like, bullshit, dude. The mosquito's gonna buzz in your ear and you're gonna freaking,
Of course not.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you hear that? Guys out there trying to snipe me.
Let's get
Mosquitoes, I give up. I give up.
Yep.
the ticks.
The damn ticks.
So, James Bond's got Lyme disease. That's what he's got.
They were bad
Yeah.
this year. We had, I think we counted 28 on our dog.
That's brutal.
We went out
You were
looking for
walking-
morels
you were
in the
walking-
property that we went to.
Yeah, you were walking that pine stretch. Stay away from pines, man.
It was
Pines.
bad. We never even got to the pines. We didn't make it that far.
It looked like you were in pines.
We went
Maybe you
we
weren't.
went down the.
Were you
the-
tall grass?
Tall grass.
That's why.
Tall
Yeah.
grass, game trail, and tall grass. There's a recipe.
Yep, that's a recipe for ticks for sure.
It was bad.
Stay away.
My
from
daughter had them
grass.
there in the car. My wife's like panicking.
Stay
They're
away
literally
from the-
everywhere. For like, and then it was like, well, let's not take my truck anywhere for a couple of weeks because they're in there. They are in there. We don't know where.
Stay away from the grass, man.
So I'm curious. Your property you're hunting this year. You hunted that one before?
Yeah, and a guy got a real beautiful 8-pointer off of there 2 years ago.
So you must have some pretty good.
There's some.
insight on
I have
where-
some
where to be
decent
and-
insight. I learned a bit more with Greg because we went a place. I know most
Don't
people
blame me for that shit.
No, I blame you in a positive way.
Still, don't blame me for that shit.
But it's so there's a limited amount of people that can access it. So I don't know what it's going to look like for pressure.
Is that for every hunting season? Like
It is.
gun
Every hunting season you can put in
muzzleloader?
a draw, and then if you pay like you don't get your money back, you pay like $25 per person.
So if you don't
you
get
pick a hunting buddy.
that's donated to the
Yep.
conservancy or whatever it is.
But they keep acquiring more land, so there's more opportunities. They have a whole bunch of
That's
tracks
great.
that like you don't know which one you're going to get, but when you get drawn, they tell you got this one. There's one that I really want, and I haven't gotten it. So it's a really tall, it's a really long, skinny property. But to this day, I've never seen more bucks in my life on one single hunt, and I figured it out.
That could have. Yeah,
I figured out insofar as when I pulled up the one day, I was the okayest hunter. Okay, so there's like almost nowhere for me to park.
Still-
Everyone was there,
still the okay.
except
we all
this
are.
is where things get interesting.
It's
right?
okay.
I was able to put myself on deer, and no one else did.
Did you
So-
forget your release though?
I didn't forget my
Oh,
release,
okay.
and when I left, all the other cars are gone. But I saw 4 bucks, and I couldn't cross the river, and whatever. But I was like, man, that was
Because
the
you
that was a
weren't wearing tall enough boots.
But that was true. Or I could have just taken them off like a man. I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter.
You should have just wore tennis shoes and mucked across
But
it and
the-
made it happen.
The important thing to note with that particular hunt was that was the hunt when I like crossed a threshold.
You learned.
I put myself on
light
deer and
bulb.
other people didn't. And I was like, holy shit. I think I'm figuring this out.
And you know what everyone else thought. Oh, there's no freaking deer here.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
And you just got to be in that pocket. You got to be
Yep.
where they are, right?
Yep. Oxbows was the key takeaway that season. I learned that, and I pressed on and went through some nasty shit to get to where I wanted to go. And I was like, oh my God,
It
this
paid
is
off.
incredible. And I thought I was dumb. I was like, this isn't working. I sat there, and it was a very beautiful fall day. So I was like, if nothing else, I'm really happy to just be out here.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, I was like doing my phone, peaceful river scene. You can hear the water.
Well, let me get a
the crowns.
panoramic.
Oh yeah, I was like doing all that, and all of a sudden I hear. I was like, "The fuck is that? Is that a hunter?" And then I look up, and it's like a little fork point coming running down, ma ma ma, and then all of a sudden a giant buck was chasing. I was like, "Holy shit! I've never seen this before." So I'm like, I got my bow, I'm like shaking, and I'm like, "Can I lob an arrow across the fucking river?" Like, I'm freaking out, and then all of a sudden another buck shows up from a different angle. I'm like, "There's 3 of them." I'm like losing my shit, right? So then all of a sudden, the one big one chased both of them away and then started rubbing a tree. It's like, I'm going to cross the fucking river and I'm going to act like a goddamn buck. I was like, wah, wah. I was snorting through my fucking grunt tube, cross the river.
He was
The wind was
acting
in my
like a
favor.
goddamn
I was like,
jackass.
I'm going to fucking shoot this bastard. And then my wife's like, hey, you need to come home. I was like, you understand. I just saw.
No.
It's like I had to get home for like something we were doing. I was like,
You don't
I
understand.
need to just stay under this tree
don't
for as long as I
understand,
possibly
man.
can. No, man, it was the most exciting hunt.
That's really cool.
You
What
know.
time of year? November, I'm guessing?
It was. I could probably figure it out. It was like late October.
Cool.
You know, that's probably why I had to come home to trick or treat or something.
Because he posted some deer pics on Instagram.
But I was like, telling my wife, I was like, you don't understand what I just witnessed, and she doesn't have a concept of what's happening out there. You know, she's like, I don't care.
I'm going to tell you something, and I don't really need to tell you something, but when you tell them that you are going to be there at such and such time to do such and such event,
Mhm.
you'd better be there. It doesn't
And I
matter.
did, but I did, and I
could be the
begrudgingly
dirty
pulled out,
pointer.
and I got it done. I did what I did, but
If the turdy pointer's across the ditch and you have to cut bait and leave,
you gotta cut the
you're not lobbing an arrow across the ditch.
That's right. I didn't. I
It's
never.
just the way it is.
What you got to do is you got to set some precedents. So
Half a day is 12
Halloween.
hours. By the way, I've learned this one from a meme. Honey, I'm hunting only half the day. Well, half a day is fucking 12 hours. Last time I checked, because there's 24 hours in a day.
my favorite is my wife always says, "What time will you be home?"
I'm like, when the sun goes down.
An hour after that.
I don't know.
You
I
can
don't
do
know.
the math on this one.
Yeah.
Not coming home at
She's like, where are you?
6.
Where are you? I'm like, I'm walking back. I'm walking back to
I'm
the
not
truck.
coming home at 6.
I'll be
I
home
might
early.
I'll be breaking things down. Maybe at 6.
We
I'm
got
calling you at 6 saying, "Gear up, bring the kids."
Bring
the middle of
the
a
kids,
march.
the children.
we got a caller.
Children. Oh, hold
It's our
on.
buddy Alex. Alex Blue. What's up, Alex? Welcome
Alex,
to the show.
what's
You're
going
live.
on?
Howdy.
Welcome to the shit show.
What's going on, guys?
What's happening in Kansas, my
You
man?
guys hear me?
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it's a little muffled, but we got you.
Well,
Uh-oh.
it's 100 degrees, so it's hot. Hang on, I'll try and make it sound better.
Phone's gonna overheat and blow up.
Is
your
that
hand.
better?
Sounds bag sticker hot down
There
there.
we go. Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, it's like 104 heat index.
Wow.
Need some cold front to blow through.
But
Sorry, we're just
well,
like
I'd just take some rain at this point.
Yeah, we could all use a little rain. At least down in this area, we definitely could.
I just want to see me in a white T-shirt outside.
Yeah,
You're a freak.
we got like
The hell's
5
wrong with
inches
you?
an hour north of me, and we got nothing.
Oh, isn't that crazy? Yeah, that's how it goes, right? Just pass by and they get dumped.
Yo,
out, you get
oh.
nothing.
To the
Yeah.
north of us, everybody's been getting rain today except for us. We got like a light pissing.
Craig's
And
got
that's
no
about it.
rain. His yard just scorched.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
Screw
I would
that.
take a light pissing at this point.
Yeah, screw that yard. Hell with it.
So we were talking about mobile setup before, and then we got all off topic on my weird
It
buck
could
stories.
be your drop down spirits. and
I've
a
only
combination
caught
of
about
beer.
the last 20 minutes, so
Okay.
Cut
Well,
the good stuff.
You caught the good stuff then. You caught us at our finest moments.
yeah.
Are okay.
Always.
Okayest moments. So what's cooking,
So
man?
yeah, how you guys liking those Latitude saddles?
Well, we haven't been into much. I'm waiting for my platform and my sticks.
I've shot my bow out of mine twice now with a homemade platform and using the old school sticks. So it's an adjustment. I like some aspects of it, but some of the spots I hunt, unless I went out there and purposely cleared branches out of a tree, which technically I can't do here in our lovely state on public land, you are not supposed to prune anything. So,
Well, why do you got to?
Oh yeah, we can't either.
no, you're not supposed to. So, if I'm going to play by the rules, it doesn't work for every application. Can I find another tree?
So it's not more versatile than your hang on.
I feel like you're in the same boat
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
I thought it would go everywhere, but as soon as I hunted out of it like twice, I was like, I'm not getting rid of my stand.
I won't get rid of my stand because I believe that there is a tool for every job,
Mhm.
and every job is different.
Does anyone
My
rifle hunt out of the
first
saddle?
sit in the saddle, I
That-
haven't sat in a hang on or a climb in since.
Sure. And if
I'm
you've got
going into my 4th year in a saddle. I'm not going back.
okay, and if you're in an area where you don't have a lot of, if you don't have a lot of pine trees, or if you don't have a lot of, like up here, I hunt swamps. Derek hunts
Yeah.
swamps. We end up hunting out of crappy looking tag alder trees, those trees, there's a lot of branches in them in most cases, and you're not going to do the best out of a saddle. You can, if you pick the right one, if you have the right one in the area, you can hunt in a saddle. Now, I'm going to go out there.
I go on the ground if I can't get in the tree.
Sure. And that's the nice thing about a saddle is you have the ability to get in a tree. But if you're hunting the sign rather than just going, I'm going to go hunt this spot, I'm going to go hunt this tree.
Definitely.
You're going to be able to go, you know what? I'm not finding sign where there is trees, so I'm just going to hang out in the ground.
Well, now, what are the trees like down by you? You're in your saddle most of the time, you said. What are are they like? You got tall, straight ones, or are they all kind of scraggly, crooked?
Well, I mean, we got some areas that are nothing but red and white oaks, and then we've got elms, cottonwoods, cedars, like eastern red cedars, so they're not really anything you want to climb at.
No.
Unless you're going to cut a hole out in the top of it.
Sure.
I mean, you could do it, but you're going to have to cut your way in to get up into it.
Yeah. No, and even,
I mean, that's mostly, we got some pecans and oak trees, but
All right, can you hear us now?
that sounds a whole lot better.
There we go.
Hey.
And we're back.
Hey.
Yeah.
That was okay.
Hey.
It was all right.
Yeah, but I mean, up here, I just, I've never been to Kansas, never hunted it. What I see in the, I watch all the hunting shows on YouTube and whatnot, and it seems like a lot of scraggly oaks, and those are the kind of trees that I'm hunting on my saddle. You get on the edge of any opening up here in the Midwest, and the woods are so full of leafy greens that anything on the edge has to grow at an angle to get sunlight. So they grow, and you can't get a tree stand in any of those.
Right.
So you want to hunt on the edge of a little grassy opening, a CRP opening, a field, and these trees are growing out at an angle and then twisting up. I can't get my tree stand in there, and it's tricky with a saddle because they always want to fall to that down,
right.
That downhill
Gravity.
side.
Gravity's a bitch.
But I've gotten my saddle into a couple and got me into some good situations. So I can see where, if you're hunting out of those scraggly oak trees, and I don't know where you're at, but I definitely see the advantage there.
Mm-hmm.
I am south central Kansas, about 20 miles south of Wichita.
Okay.
So I'm like 40 miles from Oklahoma.
All right.
Good deer territory.
So, but I've actually used my saddle in some of those cedar trees. You find a pocket up in them. You just hook your saddle and sit on the ground. Use the cedar as cover. Nice. That works real well. Looks like your feet are on the ground and you just use your saddle as a seat.
That's pretty handy.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was going to ask a question.
It's a lot better than carrying a tree stand in.
So we have a bunch of listeners tuning in. Obviously we got you guys here. Is anyone gun hunting out of a saddle?
I can see a huge benefit to it.
Go ahead. I haven't touched a gun in probably 5 years.
Are you guys a $1 state?
Yes, we are.
That's why. Yeah. See, up here we're allowed to shoot $2, so we go by a gun tag. You're automatically shooting a buck no matter where you're at, unless it's an earn a buck, which we're not doing anymore.
Nope.
So,
except the conservancy property I'm on.
I'm hoping we stay that way.
Sure. Well, and I think with the amount of pressure,
there's a lot of people trying for it. But.
Yeah. With the amount of pressure Kansas is getting from us out of staters, I can see why they want to keep it a $1 state. It makes sense on the conservancy wise.
Fortunately, the state's done really well. They base non-resident tags off of the previous year resident tags, and they only provide 80% of what the previous year resident tags were sold.
That's a great way to do it. That's a
So like if we sell like 40,000 tags, or it's like 25,000 non-resident tags, or 28,000, I think is what they had last year.
see. It's like taking account conservation instead of just selling as many licenses as you can.
They've done fairly well on our
state loves
on our
to do that.
conservation terms.
Yep. But yet somehow, and I don't want to toot our own horn here too loud, but we end up with the most Boone and Crockett records put in the book every year. I don't know how we do that, but we do.
I've yet to come up with a better saying
you guys,
than
you guys do a lot of them.
Because everybody shoots everything, which isn't a bad thing.
Yes, they do.
people want to shoot, never pass.
But yeah,
that deer woke me
you
up.
guys
I shot
talking
him.
about mobile stands. I switched to the Latitude Classic 2 this year.
Okay.
Also,
Rock on.
Awesome.
How do you like it?
I stuck with the single panel. I haven't tried the 2-panel saddle yet.
I will say that there's a lot of ways to adjust your comfortability I mean, I've been trying it out a bunch, but I've been hunted out of it specifically just yet.
Sure.
So we have a long season ahead of us with all that. But just from like an adjustability, when I hunted out of the tethered, their first one, the Phantom or whatever the heck it's called, Anthony Heller would do the Manus. He let me try that. He was using the Arrow Hunter, and all I wanted to do the whole time was like, I just felt like I had not a wedgie, but I wanted to pull down, and I couldn't. That was as far as it would go. So I have had this like phantom feeling of pulling down, and I just wouldn't.
Phantom wedgie, man.
And I was like, so the 2-piece setup is nice.
I used the Manus the 3 years previous, so I fully understand.
Yeah, and it's not to knock them. I think that it was one of the first to market, and they're a leader in the space for sure. But having the 2-piece system, you get this nice lumbar. Like, I'm all about that comfort and safety. Like those two things, it's not lame. Fucking safety and comfort.
Say the lumbar. I just made my own back sling out of cheap gun sling. Like
so you kind of made your own 2-piece system.
I did that.
We'll have to get you in this thing before you leave.
Yeah,
I'd love to. And as far as comfort goes, it helps. But like you mentioned, safety. I mean, when it's cradling you under your armpits, how can you feel more safe? You know what I mean? Like it's a great feeling. Like it's like someone's giving you a little
when you got kids and stuff, it's like I'm not telling my wife I'm falling out of a tree.
Just right, you can't beat it.
Yeah,
it is nice. It is nice. They just came on knee pads, by the way, too.
They did, and they're just about sold out.
Oh yeah.
I'll
tell you what, if you don't have knee pads or you haven't used any kind of knee pad yet, you need to. It makes a world of difference for when you're trying to move around the tree.
Then you can sit.
I wear mine walking in.
I ordered a set
because
today.
If you got to kneel down for a deer or something, it's a lot nicer kneeling down on a pad than it is on a rock or a stick. Or we have freaking goat head stickers here that'll stab you an inch into your skin.
Ooh,
brutal.
We're bitching about mosquitoes.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, you got goat heads down there. Watch out for goat heads, guys.
Now we appreciate you calling in, Alex.
Lovely.
I got to add your name to the list here because we're coming up on our drawing for next week, so you're getting added to the list of drawing here.
Been trying to call a few times. We were running a few times, so I figured I'd get in.
No, man, we appreciate you. I mean, you're one of our better listeners, and our
don't say better. Oh God, you're gonna piss people off. He's hunting people, and he's an
okayest listener. Jesus.
Get your terminology right.
Wow.
Hey, what sticks are you using, Greg?
Well, currently I'm using the wonderful 3-step Lone Wolf old school stick.
The single step.
Yeah. They're just
the alternating ones.
Yeah, the flip step. So
we discussed it earlier. Greg is over some decisions.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. I might even go make my own, which sounds like a really dumb idea right now. 20 some days before season starts.
Well, sounds like an okay center if I ever heard of one.
I'll tell you what, we use the API sticks. I don't know, the API hunting sticks. Have you ever seen those? They're like $100 for a 3-piece.
Okay.
They're a 3-step stick, double step stick, but you can make like one cut and move the Versa button, and you can have a 20-inch stick for like $100.
Interesting. That's not a bad option for a guy who's trying to pinch pennies.
And then you have 3 steps left over So like you have your old lone wolves, you could cut your lone wolves down and put the double step on top of each one and have another set.
And I've got a whole bunch of single steps left over from my cut down.
Okay.
If you want to use I have cut down lone wolves. You can use them.
Okay. I might take you up on it just to see how I like them.
Take them for a ride.
And take them for a ride.
See how they feel.
Yeah.
See how they feel.
Or,
speed of the
or good old doublesteps.com. You can buy just the double step and throw on there also.
Oh.
Yeah.
Having the double step on top is incredibly nice, not just for standing on, but what I found myself doing is I don't always run the lineman's belt, which my family's not happy with, but I hook my knees around the double step.
He's a knee hugger.
A knee hugger. I stand on the bottom and I hook my knee.
Yeah, like when you were a kid back in the day, you'd hang from those the monkey bars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flip upside down.
Upside down.
Well,
Shot my
you're
last
gonna
buck
wish you
upside
had
down.
that lineman's on eventually. My buddy shot 2 deer last year while standing on his second stick and in his lineman's rope from his saddle.
Wow.
That's pretty
He
handy.
seen deer coming in, so he pulls his bow up, and they came within 25 yards. He shot one. He thought he missed on the first one because he was using a heavy arrow, and it just blew right through it.
Oh, geez.
And so another one came, so he ended up shooting both of them.
Wow.
What a story.
Those heavy arrows are no joke. Greg and I are going to go hang out with Isaac over at Vector Custom Shop this Friday.
We're going to
It's been a
try
minute
and
since
get
we
Derek
chatted
to
with
come
him.
along, but we'll see how that goes.
If you haven't checked those guys out, they're not like an official sponsor. I mean, people come and go, and they had to make some moves to like look. They're sponsoring the hunting public.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
Like we don't hold a fucking flame to
We're
those
just
guys.
okay.
No,
But-
we're just okay at it.
But we use the shit out of their arrows, and Greg and I we all killed deer last year using arrows.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yes, we did.
Derek did too.
good
Yeah.
shit for sure. Well, dude, thanks for calling in. And did you win
Well, hell yeah,
stuff
I guess-
when we were Where to Hunt podcast?
Dude, I won the HHA Tetra.
Heck
Okay.
Back in
How you
like
like that?
October or
They're friends of
something.
the show
Great site.
too. We love those guys. We were
It's a
just
great
we were
site.
talking with them today.
Yeah, I just talked with Chris not too long ago.
Yeah, I've got it on my elite ritual along with the HHA Virtus, and
Sweet.
it's been great. I put it on in December, and I actually shot a doe with it, but I rushed the shot and tried to thread it between the fork of a tree, and she stepped right as I let it go, and of course hit back, and I didn't find her, unfortunately.
Hey, that happens.
But
It's fun to track them though.
I had 2 in the freezer already, so I'm not starving or
You
anything.
greedy son of a bitch! After that venison trophy.
Hey, well, good luck this season, buddy.
Thanks for calling in, Alex.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey,
bud.
good luck to you guys. It's good to talk to you.
Thanks.
All
See
right,
ya.
bud.
See you.
See ya.
Well, I don't know if you guys got any final thoughts. We can wrap this pig up and bring the plane in for the landing here.
Wow, the time Nazi. We're way past it, I think.
We are.
We did start late though.
You
You're
got
a
to
late-
drive home, not me.
You're a late bloomer.
I'm home.
No, final thoughts.
Have fun.
Yeah, have fun. If you like being okay, continue being okay.
That's right.
Don't forget your release.
Don't forget your frickin' release and never pass on making new memories and having fun out there.
You bet.
What about you, Derek?
Yeah. What do you got, man?
Pick a spot.
Teach us some. Pick a spot. That's
What do you mean, like when you're
Pick a
like
spot.
getting your
My
Dad.
dad, that's what my dad always said. The last thing he said to me whenever we'd split up when I was a kid, pick a spot. He'd say, make sure you pick a spot. Still true to this day. I think about it every time I'm in a snake.
Well, I picked a spot and I fucking whiffed. I got real lucky with that
Dad was full of
that vein.
shit.
Dad's full
Your
of
dad's
shit,
full-
man.
He ain't first, you're last. Oh, Ricky, hell, I was high when I said that. Pick a spot.
Pick 2 spots.
Dad, I've been living my whole life that way. Derek, I was high when I said that.
I don't even remember saying that.
Oh, we got a video call. I guess we ain't going nowhere. Who's
Oh,
with us?
hold on. Who do we got?
I heard
It's
the
my
noise.
dad. Love you, Dad.
That would be funny if he called to scold you.
Hey, Jeff, turn your camera on.
Yeah, Jeff, turn your camera on.
Sounds like me last school year. Turn your camera on, please.
Oh, yeah.
There?
Where's Jeff? You there? Jeff. I mean, he's here. He's with us. I don't hear any
He's
audio
just
come
with
from
us
him.
in spirit.
It says Jeff Kinky on the screen.
He's probably on mute.
Jeff, unmute your phone. Turn your camera on.
Jeff, are you there?
Whispering. Jeff.
Jeff.
'Cause
Damn it.
Jeff.
He must.
Jeff.
Maybe he thought we were leaving. And he hung up. I don't know. I don't see him.
Call
Maybe I
back,
should-
Jeff.
I want to text him real quick.
Yeah, Jeff, call back.
We'll hang out for you for 2 minutes. He freaking hung up. Jeff, come on.
You turtle. Come on.
He accused me of drinking a whole case of beer. That's not true. It's 2 scotches and a beer.
1 bourbon, 1 scotch, and 1 beer. Or 1 deer.
Ooh,
Again.
I like what you did there.
Yes. Well, Monday, I was having a rough Monday, and it was only 6 a.m. I was like,
rough Monday. At 6 a.m.
Monday sucks.
This already sucks. 6
I was like, am I alone here?
This
and
is
everyone's like,
bullshit.
preach. I was like, yes, I knew it.
winning?
I turned my wife, I sit at my desk, and I was like, if it wasn't weird, I wouldn't be called an alcoholic. I would pour a drink right now and just drink this because it would help me.
You would be called an alcoholic.
Oh, he said he couldn't get to work. Let's see.
Come on, Jeff. You're disappointing us
His phone's
right
too
now.
old. I need to hold on. Time in.
Old POS phone. I bet it's newer than mine.
We're
I got
gonna-
a 10, dude. Come
No,
on.
we'll call him. We'll make it work. It's been a minute since I've called someone from the podcast. Outbound call. Hang in there with us, folks. Phone number. I'm not going to read it out loud because I don't want people to prank him. But I'm going to get it in here.
Little do they know we're actually pranking him right now.
We are. We're going to call him.
We can prank all people,
Hold on.
by the way, guys.
Shh. I got one for you.
No, we're calling right now.
Are we going to redo the John Cena prank call?
I have to pee pretty bad, so this is kind of getting weird.
Yellow.
Hello. Yes. Hi. Do you have a chainsaw or something for sale?
No.
What about a whacker, a weed whacker or something? It's a silly little thing. You pull the string and you swing it all around. It's very silly, you know.
This sounds okay.
Yes, it's very, very okay.
Okay. Meet me at the corner now, eh? All right.
Okay. Yeah, right at the corner there.
This ain't
Bring a bunch
Craigslist,
of
okay,
sausage,
assholes?
eh?
Let's take it easy.
This is like Uper Craigslist.
No.
with all the
We'll
E's
slap
in
the
there.
fuck around, eh?
This is beer camp on full fucking tilt.
Damn.
Is it November? Shit.
No kidding.
Who's gonna do
Tell the
mustaches
kids I
for
say
November?
hi.
Greg, what do you hunt? Greg, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is what happens when I talk to the both of you.
Yeah.
Jeff, what are you hunting out of this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hunting out of a tree.
No shit. How are you
Yes.
climbing it?
Is it in
Shit.
the woods?
2015
How am I
F-150. That's what he's hunting out of.
I'm using my tree stand.
What do you? Well, yeah. Well, what?
I'm using my lone wolf,
Well, you got a lone wolf. Which one?
the little one.
You got the .5?
Assault.
He's got the
No,
Assault.
the original lone wolf, the Assault 2, the tiny one.
Okay.
That, and I'm using my double sticks, like
Sure.
first gen B sticks.
Okay.
So
Been a pretty
Yeah,
rock
that's what I
solid
use.
setup
keep
for
it
you.
simple.
Yeah, keep it simple. You know how to run that vehicle, so no problems for you whatsoever.
No, not a problem, eh?
Not a problem, Derek guy.
You betcha.
You betcha. Oh boy,
You betcha. How many cases of beers have been going down, hey?
not that many, but clearly we're all operating off of
Many
empty stomach.
cases?
We're all going to be camping into.
So are we going to have a little archery showdown on Wednesday or Thursday evening for some cold hard cash at our local archery club?
My God, I did see the message about that, so that could be
I know.
interesting. That could
I
be
think so. I think it can be sponsored by the OKS Hunter.
It might
And
have
he
to
should
be.
bring lots of $100 bills.
You should. You know what? You're saying this at the most opportune time when he's not here because he had to make a sissy. I can smell it from here. It smells
He
like
did?
asparagus. And you didn't even eat asparagus.
He had to take a tinkle?
You did.
Yeah, I had to go pee pretty bad.
He had to
guys.
let
A
it go.
tinkle.
That's what it is. That's what it is. I got a little bladder.
What a wuss bag.
Yeah.
You have a little bladder.
Do you guys pee out of the tree stand, or what do you do?
Yeah, let her fly.
My
Heck
dad
yeah.
brings a detergent bottle with him as he's painting camouflage.
I'm not
He'll piss
holding
out-
my
he'll
piss
into
in a
that.
fucking bottle. I'm sorry. It's going.
I just uncoil it. That's what I use as a pull-up room.
See- Jesus.
I never thought about that, but that's efficient. I'll have to try that.
Some guys are blessed. What can I say?
Some guys are hunting right on the ground.
old
so-
toe- the old toe-
I mean, when you hunt on the ground, I mean, you can uncoil it.
The old toe rope.
That's why some
Or just a
that's why
kickstand,
some
too.
guys got to hunt low. They just don't have the length.
That's right.
Eric, did you shoot yours out of one stick?
One stick high, baby.
Eric
That's
hunts
my
out
pickup
of
line
the-
at the bars.
blind.
Yeah, blind.
That's how I met my wife.
That's
The
just a one
blind.
sticker.
Keep it low.
No doubt.
This guy. What the fuck
Yeah.
happened while I was away taking a piss? Jesus,
Nothing.
you guys.
We just kept talking.
Don't
Holy
worry
crap.
about it.
I don't
Did you
know.
guys figure out what Jeff's
You
hunting out
should
of?
just
We know he's
go
hunting out of a
away,
tree.
Eric.
We know he's hunting out of a tree stand.
Go away.
Yeah. Yeah, he's hunting out of a tree. Top secret. You'll have to listen back to your own podcast
Yeah.
later.
He put something together with 2x4s, he said?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Hammer and nails, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fucked up this deer camp.
Titanium
stand
nails, though.
thing.
It's super light.
Oh, titanium nails.
You screw it, baby.
Hey, is Jameson with you? He's like
Clearly
the best,
he's not.
He's like the best shooter. He's like the best archer in the fucking state, man. You're
He
breeding
wants
a
to
you're
take
breeding a
you on
killer.
this week.
He
He's
does want to
he's
take
calling you out right now.
See, I know what you're doing here, Jeff. You're
Stoking the
sandbagging
fire.
everybody.
He's
stoking
calling
the
you out.
You're just going to turn your kid loose on all of us there,
He's
guy.
a murderer. His kid's a murderer.
Yeah, he will be a murderer.
He kills foam.
You
Yeah.
couldn't. You can't. What do you mean you can't beat a 15-year-old kid at archery?
Are you
It's
kidding
not
me?
that hard.
I
It's only
will,
15.
I will bow out
He's got more reps in than I've ever
with
had.
a ton of gratitude saying, you know what, you're
He's
better than
only
me. It's all
15.
good.
You can't lose to a kid.
Sure you can.
He is not a kid. He is a man-child.
He is just a kid with a little bow.
He's like fucking Hawkeye from the
Anybody can beat
Avengers.
him.
He's gonna listen to this too. We're gonna pump up his ego.
He can't do it. Nope. So if you're free, we'll take you on.
I don't want
2 on
that
2.
challenge. I've already said I will
That's a
lose.
Eric wants
That's a
that challenge.
lose-lose challenge.
He was
Big
already
baller.
talking
But I will
shit.
say, if he loses to me, he's gonna have some real embarrassment problems in life.
He was like, dude, I'm the okayest hunter. It's just a fucking kid. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I'll never forget when I showed up to
Oh.
Whale Tails and I didn't have arrows, and I did okay.
You did okay. You did shoot pretty good.
I
mean,
remember that. I was
most of
there.
those arrows hit the
Yep.
target at a 45-degree angle, but
Just
it's
like,
fine.
well, shit, Eric, you ain't doing too bad. I was like, fucking A.
No, you did pretty good
You
there.
did all right.
Oh, this whole
Yeah.
podcast took a turn for shit.
Yeah, it did. That's okay. People like to hear it turn to shit. They like to hear us at our worst moments.
Michael,
Yeah.
I can't. Michael, I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher your last name. Kretschmer.
Kretschmer.
Thanks.
He's from Heartland.
He said my
How you
kid
doing, Mike?
literally also my kid literally also pissed on a deer and didn't give a shit. There's a lot of fecal matter in that statement.
That deer should have got shot.
Was it piss or shit? I'm confused.
See, never passed. You're right. It's just that deer should have got shot.
Before the piss, though.
Yeah.
So, Eric, when's the first sit going to happen?
The first sit?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The bugs are pretty
The
bad.
first
Like
sit
I'm
for you.
pretty fearful of the mosquitoes right now. Like Derek was saying, they're going to carry them away. I don't want to mess with that stuff. I think I need to bring like a.
You don't want to get West Nile?
No, West Nile,
West Nile,
SARS,
COVID,
all that.
fuck it.
Fuck COVID. I don't want to get West Nile. So I think I'll bring
Yeah,
a
but if you
blowtorch
get
out
that,
with me.
you can get some FMLA leave, and that could help your situation.
See,
That's true.
that's a man thinking.
Everyone talks
Right
about the
there.
thermocell, but no one talks about the blowtorch.
Really?
I'm not joking,
Because
man.
it probably
I'm
is a
just
bad
gonna burn
idea.
all
That's
those
why they don't
fuckers.
talk about it.
I've got a thermotorch. You just put that little
thermotorch.
scent titch on your
Yeah.
torch.
Yeah, thermotorch. There you go.
Yeah, it's for real.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But
That's an
some other
okay
hunter's going to see me
moment.
like, "Well, is that a fire?
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
fine.
blowtorch, asshole, and I'm killing mosquitoes."
Ain't seeing shit but
Ah,
mosquitoes.
wow. Yeah.
You've been up to your neck of the woods scouting yet? You probably don't do much.
We've been scouting some stuff. I try not to just go in and do a whole lot there at all until it really starts, because I don't like giving anything a heads up that it's going to die. So
But are you?
Fair enough.
You're?
I
you
haven't
have some
put any
land.
cameras up there. I just know kind of where the bedding areas are, and I know kind of where to go on what winds and what time of the year and what works where, and moving for the kill.
Jeff, we're going to take you on
So,
hunting.
but down
douche.
here we've got some little things we've been observing from a distance with, binos and driving around here. So
in your private land in
they're
Minnesota,
moving.
but are
They're
you
still all
hunting public?
bachelored up. What?
I know you have private land in Minnesota, but are you hunting public land also?
Yeah, down here.
Okay.
I got a couple little spots close to home that we like to go to.
Yeah, for those that
but
don't
then
know,
we've got our farm up north that we do.
Okay,
Perfect.
I say for those that don't know, Jeff is a bit of a map whisperer.
He is.
I try to I don't want to bother Jeff too much, but I try to hold my cards, and when the feeling's right, I'm like, hey Jeff, how would you tackle this piece?
And then he'll come on, Greg. I'm gonna go hunt over here. Cool. Yeah, man, I saw all these deer. Jeff was helping you, wasn't he? No, no, he wasn't. I'm gonna call bullshit right there because I can smell it.
Jeff, I bet you Jeff would actually like Spartan Forge. Jeff, you should use our code and get a subscription to Spartan Forge.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding.
You'll have to hook me up with it.
25% off is about as good a hookup as you're gonna get, man. OHP.
It is. That's a good discount.
OHP, baby, you know me.
OHP for life. We haven't really talked about OK Center podcast in that fashion. OHP.
You done with OHP?
You done with OHP? You know
Make
me.
a shirt.
There we go. That's a good one.
That'd be pretty cool.
We'll roll with that. Jeff,
So you're all dialed in here for the 15th.
Yes.
No, you're freaking not.
15th
Last week you didn't even know the damn
opening
date.
day, Greg.
Last week I said, Greg, when's opening? He goes, I don't know. I didn't look yet.
It's not the 15th, bud.
It's not the 15th.
No.
What is 13th, 15th? That's around there.
No,
it's
I don't even know. I haven't bought
it's
my
the
license
18th
yet.
this year.
Oh, so you do know. You're just
18th.
playing stupid.
Well, I got to snowball you once in a while.
Yeah. And we'll play stupid. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Chug your beer. No, you got to drive home. Don't chug your beer.
You should chug
I'll take it. I'm going to have to get an air
Find your
mattress for down
beans.
here.
Yeah, he took down 12 points of bourbon right here.
Hey, man. That's the official
That
drink
would
of your
explain a
beer
lot.
camp.
Yeah, it does explain a lot. This podcast went from
Jeff,
pretty smooth to
You're
sloppy.
right down the road. You got to come over here and try some of this stuff if you haven't. Look at this fresh bottle that hasn't been cracked yet.
Yeah, man.
This is only their
You should
second
come and
batch.
Try
Yeah.
some, man.
I'll tell you, their second batch is better than the first batch. It's aged longer. It's 90 proof. It's
I've
delicious.
aged longer than all of you, and I don't look any better.
Well, I'm not calling you freaking bootstraps. Chill
Well,
out there.
Jesus.
Wow.
We got nothing left
thing
productive
going
to
on
say,
now.
guys. I think we should probably just kill this show.
I'm gonna slowly back away.
Just like we kill this bottle of bourbon.
Yeah, I better let you guys go back to pulling each other's hair again.
Oh, man.
Much
Well,
appreciated.
Yeah,
glad we were able to call you into the show.
no doubt. Jeff, you should call
Yeah.
in,
Old
I
ass
guess,
phone.
with your old ass technology.
We're no longer taking calls.
It
we're
is. I
making
got to
calls.
upgrade.
You and your piece of
I
shit.
If we have your
Harley.
phone number, watch the hell out. OHP's coming for you.
Jesus.
You know what, OHP? Doesn't matter. We're calling you anyways.
There's a lot of heavy breathing on
All
this
right.
phone.
See you, Jeff. Tell Jameson we say
Remember
hi.
to grab your ankles.
Oh,
See
See
shit.
you on the flip side.
All right.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. Don't forget your freaking release.
Yeah, don't forget your release.